From the shadows of the underground, where every rift tells a story, and every note leaves a scar. Records, legends, and lore, breaking down classics and so much more. Metal, goth, punk, and everything between, exploring the music that shaped the scene. Maniacal, music, musers. Maniacal, music, musers. Where darkness meets distortion. You're listening to Maniacal.
Fuck them hard after that video. Fuck them hard. But,
That was good.
welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Maniacal Music Musings, your favorite music podcast, live out of the tropics, of course. This is your host, Jeremy, the push-up man for the last 100 summers, who has a golden future in Texas Hold'em, I wish. He drives down Broadway with no steering wheel to have SEX with his nectacular ladies. In some parallel universe, I'm not married. But enough about me. I'm nothing special, but let me tell you about my co-host. Dang, he's fucking crazy. He has no bones about going to die in a fancy wind for no reason at all. He'll fight anyone who isn't down with us and call it murder by friendly fire. He makes ridiculous claims like there is no such thing as a key, that he started the 6-7 trend that kids love, and that aliens beat me up on a regular. CJ motherfucking playing the music god himself.
Hey, you all.
And yes,
I gotta up the music in that video. It's not loud enough.
I agree. But I wasn't going to nitpick at with how amazing
No,
the fucking video is.
I didn't realize that it was so low in the...
I thought it was just my computer or my fucking like cell phone. I didn't think it was.
No, it's the mix. I didn't want it to be overpowering, but I didn't want it to be that low either. So it's hard getting the music like at just the right level sometimes.
Well,
and I'm not good at video editing, so it took me like a long time to line all that shit up so that it was timed right.
Well, the equalizer will take care of that for this episode, and it's making its live. It's making its live debut this Saturday on the first part of the 1980s alternative music bracket, but that'll be its live debut. But so if you get me by then, it'll be good for live.
No, it'll be done. Is like I said, I'm glad it turned out because the first one I showed you was cool, but I remembered I downloaded a MIDI pack that had the blast beats in it, and I was like, you know what? Let me try something, and I used one of those, and then it like redid the whole thing with that, and then I was like, that's what I'm going for, sort of a like Chucky meets hip hop type thing. And when that first one come out, I was like, that's it. That's the one. So,
folks, that intro music you just heard, I asked CJ to create that months ago, and when I finally got that a couple days ago, I was fucking literally jumping up and down like, yes, just hearing the song, I was like, yes, fucking. That sounds like Falling in Reverse and fucking Motionless in White put together. It sounds fucking incredible. So, I love it. And welcome, folks, to another great episode. Enough about the video for now. You all can see it live this Saturday, which this episode will be out way after that, so no worries. But let's welcome our guest for tonight. You all may recognize this beautiful juggalette we're being joined by. She's been on many a brackets by now that you've probably heard or seen. Welcome, everybody, Alyx from Haunting Travels Podcast.
Hello. It's nice to be here. I'm excited.
Yeah, our guest, Mr. Doc Ish, didn't get back to me. So by this past weekend, I was like, fuck, I need to find somebody else. And I'm like, oh, I'm looking through my bracket list, like, all right, who the fuck has been on the brackets, hasn't been on the show yet? And Alyx was the obvious choice. So I'm like, let's get her. If I can get her, I'm getting her. And that's what I've been saying since high school. But it doesn't work out. But welcome, my dear. Why don't you tell the folks at home a little bit about your podcast for a minute?
Okay, so hi, I'm Alyx. I've seen and heard spirits ever since I was a child. Traveled to haunted locations to prove that the paranormal exists with as much physical proof as possible. And I have a podcast where I like to hear other people's stories and hear their experiences.
And she does it in a room surrounded by haunted dolls.
Yes, I do have a bunch of them. Not this one, though. That's not haunted. It looks creepy, but it's not haunted.
Oh.
Ooh, I don't do creepy dolls.
I was on her show a while back, and the first thing I said was, I would not want to have sex in that room because it would be creepy as fuck with all the dolls watching.
No, it's so funny because I walked in the room the other day and I saw the spirit of this one right here just like laying in the bed under my covers, just like with his arms crossed looking at me. I'm like, dude, I hope you're not sleeping with me at night.
He'd be stupid not to, but that's my opinion. But, and to top it all off, folks, I found out when I was on our show that Miss Alyx here is a juggalo/let by nature, and that just fucking, that's all the reason more I wanted to get her on the show, because I'm like, fuck, I love having juggalos on this fucking show. It makes it so much more fun. Oh, the choices I could have made for the show, and I went the way I did. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Well, but first, tell us about this album that you wanted to bring on, and why.
Oh, man. Rainbow Kitten surprise. I've been...
Alright, I know I got fucking issues. I don't fucking diss you, but I can't believe I get it straight. If I stay, if you stay, if we stay here, then who could be replaced? But I don't know, I just don't know. I guess I just went to promo and I just did a solo album, but well they want it.
Obsessed with them lately, and it's funny because listening to their music and I was like, oh, I have to have them on the podcast one day, and I've been trying. It's probably never going to happen, but that's actually one of the reasons why I found you, was through them, and just trying to explore opening for other people and their podcasts. And it's so funny because I'm obsessed with like all their music, and everybody knows, if you've seen our other ones, like I'm usually into like grunge or heavy metal or like a screamo or like a goth music, and it's like the complete opposite, but I just connect with all of their songs.
Well, first things first, remind me to have you on when we eventually get to the Lord of the Lost bracket, which will be like 9 fucking parts. I don't know when we're going to do that, but it'll be some point in the future. If I win the wheel spin, I decide it's time. But I'm also hesitant to do a 9-part bracket of anything. So we'll see. But it's fucking like, that's like fucking 4.5 months. But we'll see. But I'm gonna let CJ go first tonight and tell you what he thought of your album.
I got nothing to say.
You can hate on Falling in Reverse, but you can hate on this fucking band?
I will say this is not something I would ever listen to.
It was definitely different.
Yeah, like it's not. I'm very open-minded with music, but there are certain bands, certain styles, sounds that I have a deep dislike of. So anything that's in the area of like Smashing Pumpkins or Sonic Youth automatically just gets tuned out, and this was kind of in that area, so I was just like, Yeah, no. I
mean,
made
it's not for everybody.
made it to about song 6, and then it was like, I'm done. I can't take no more. You know, it's I try not to be disrespectful to a certain point. There are certain people that I have a very big dislike of. Ronnie's one of them. Nikki Sixx is one of them. So when he makes the mistake of bringing Motley Crue on, Nikki will get the same treatment as Ronnie got. But you know,
been holding off on that.
yeah, like there's just certain people, you know. I adore Henry Rollins. Sebastian Bach could fall off the face of the world as far as I'm concerned. Nikki Sixx could disappear into the ether. Ronnie has talent, but he's just a tool of a person, you know. Like I don't know. There's something about Ronnie that just, for lack of a better way to say it, I'd rather rub my balls across sandpaper. So, I get where someone would like this. Let me put it there. I get where somebody would like this. It's not my type of anything that I would ever listen to. So, you know, we'll just kind of leave it at that.
See, there are reasons I'll let CJ go first, but I almost had the same feeling as CJ on this album, but I went past track 6 and I realized the end of the album is fucking phenomenal. And music like this, it's not my go-to by any fucking means. It's alternative. I've heard of Rainbow Kitten Surprise for fucking ever. They've been alternative. I made a bunch of alternative music brackets, current ones, and they were in it. Like they were part of it. And I was like, all right. I'm like, I know this band's name because how could you forget that fucking name? For some reason, I thought it was Rainbow Sex Kitten Surprise. I don't know why, but to finally check them out, I'm not hating on it because it definitely was not my go-to music, but it definitely was good music.
Oh man, when I'm in the car, I throw that on and just do my thing.
I didn't share the actual post yet. By the time this episode drops, it will be shared. I actually just hit over 10,000 songs, my liked songs on Spotify. There's a few on this album that are now in there, but I like their music to some degree. They remind me of a softer version of Falling in Reverse, Motionless in White. They remind me of like a softer version of that. Like they jump back and forth between genres. They don't really stick to any genre. They just kind of like go where they want to go in each song, which I love the fuck out of that type of singing. So I'm looking at like the fucking videos on Spotify sometimes as I'm listening to it, and I'm like, what the fuck are they wearing? I'm like, what the fuck is this band? I'm like, is this a trans band? It looks like they're wearing. It looks like the lead singer's cross-dressing in half the songs.
He's trans.
That explains a lot. Okay, I thought so, but no hate on that. But just saying, like it was kind of a shock when I first saw it. I was like, what the fuck? But their music, I actually enjoyed to some degree. Especially the end of the album was really fucking well done. It got heavier at the end, CJ. If you went past track 6, it got a little heavier, and it was fucking actually bearable. But the first half of the album, I was just like, oh my god, this is torture. This is fucking pure unadulterated torture. I'm like, I'd rather have my dick stuck in a fucking phone booth than hear the first half of this album. But it's once you get past those points, it was actually pretty good. I mean, it opened with a decent track, and then it just kind of went downhill until like the halfway point. I was like, what the fuck? I like the first track had me kind of like, you know, this actually ain't bad. I could do with this. And then I was like, oh god. And then I was like, oh, goody. So I mean, it kind of reminds me of Dirty Heads in a way too, minus like the rap and the actual good flows. So,
she's just like, I don't know about that.
There's no Dirty Heads in there. Like I get where somebody would like this and listen to it if that's your style. It's just not mine. Like it's, you know,
and like
musically, they're capable. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad musicians or bad singers or any of that type of thing. It's just not my bag per se. Like, it's not something I would listen to personally.
Most of it isn't for me either, but some bit I can actually dig with. I'll get to more of that in my top 5.
I would say then again, I'm a fan of Psycho Stick, and I know most people would think Psycho Stick are ridiculously untalented. So, you know, it's just my juvenile sense of humor that like Psycho Stick. So,
yeah, I mean, it's not my main focus in music, but this band, I actually followed them on Spotify now because I kind of want to hear everything else they've done. I kind of want to see if there's an album that's more of the stuff I like and less of the stuff I don't like. So, if they get heavier at some point, I'll buck it down. But what were your top 5 songs off though, Alyx?
So my first one was Texas Hold'em, and the reason why is because it reminds me of my grandma. And I actually sung this song at her funeral, but I took out Texas and replaced it with Grandma. And yeah, it's a little weird, but
I don't see how that would work. I don't know how that would work with the lyrics, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but every time I sing this song, like, it really just, I don't know, it just really reminds me of her.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's sweet in its own way.
But that wouldn't have been my first, but that I did put that down for my first.
Oh, give us all 5. We do
okay.
do all 5 in this year.
Hell Nah was my second one. I'm a medium.
Yeah.
So that has to be like, I'm a ghost, need a medium. Just a top hat, where you from? Like, that's all me, you know? And then
I did not get that connection even when I heard it, but okay. I fucking okay.
Yeah, you gotta like re-listen to it. Like, I'm a lyricist, so I'm all of like I focus in on the lyrics. And then Bones, yeah, I don't know. I just really like that one. That one is like, that one I like to listen to.
While boning? Yes.
Yeah, just about.
I got that feel from that song. It's not my list. But I definitely knew what that song was about.
And then number 4, I got Murder. When I be getting in my feelings, you know, just be like, okay, well, you can go fuck other people. That's fine. That's like one of my favorite lyrics in there. And then Dang, I got Dang for number 5. And I just feel like I had to put it on here because I thought it might have been lower, but I don't know. I just always find myself going back to it and like dancing to it.
I'll get to that in a bit. Trust me. But CJ, I'm guessing you had no top for this one at all. Bottom 5 even. I don't get it. But
he's like the whole album.
The whole album's the fucking bottom. He's like, throw it in the fucking ocean and don't go back after it. Don't let that bitch from Titanic go jump in. No.
I'm not going that far. Like I said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's just wasn't my thing. Like it's not terrible in the aspect of the musical essence of it. It's just not my thing. Like,
it's not for everybody.
Yeah, like, you know.
Well,
I'll put it in the same category as some other stuff, you know. I'm not a Rolling Stones fan. I don't get the Stones, but 60 years together as a band is 60 years together as a band. I don't like Taylor Swift, but I'm not selling out billion-dollar tours, so it just is what it is, you know. I wish Sonic Youth would disappear into the ether because how anyone can listen to Sonic Youth is, you know, beyond me. Yeah, it's, you know, when I saw Juno, I wanted to hate Juno so bad, that damn movie, because it was so whatever. But when she got to the part where she went after Jason Bateman and she goes, by the way, Sonic Youth is, and when she did that spiel, I was sitting over here like, yes, tell it, bitch, preach to the choir. Like, I was like, that is the greatest movie line I've ever seen in my life. Like, you know, aside from everything else that has gone on with her becoming him and the whole, you know, one becoming Elliot, whatever the whole process, you know, of that. Aside from all of that, like just that single section of her railing against Sonic Youth is like my favorite movie piece. Like it's just,
I forgot about that scene. Okay.
That's the only part of Juno that I liked. Like, you know, but even never wanting to see the movie again, I would tell people to watch Juno just for that part. Like, because, you know, that makes the whole movie we're seeing.
I haven't seen that movie in a fucking minute. I saw the movie when it first came out. And it's funny because I just added it to a bracket the other day, and I was like, and it said like Elliot Page for the actors, and I was like, I don't like that. Like, it's fucking Ellen Page, bitches. I don't care what anybody says. Fucking, that pissed me off a little bit. But all right, but before I dig into my taco here, that does not mean, folks, what I would wish it would mean at this point. But I actually had one honorable mention for this album, and that's the opening track, "Friendly Fire." I thought that was a good track. I enjoyed that a little bit. My number 5 was 100 Summers. That kind of almost had like a K vibe to like the lyrics, so like I fucking dug it. My number 4 was Tropics, which Tropics is kind of the song that reminded me of Dirty Heads a little bit. Like it kind of had that like surfer Beach Boy vibe, like that Dirty Heads like nails with their fucking shit. My number 3 was Texas Hold'em because I fucking love that song. The lyrics in that song are really good, and it's got a nice beat. Dang was my number 2. That's when I fucking started getting impressed when I heard Dang. I was like, oh, what? I'm like, all right, these people actually have fucking flow. Shit. And then my number 1 had to be Murder. That is like one heavy song on this album, and it is fucking phenomenal. Like it's fucking just an unbelievably good song. Like I was like, damn, Murder. Like CJ, if you didn't get that far, go listen to Murder. Like you might actually like that song. Like it's actually decent. So I mean, like I said, I don't want to hate in this band. I can't hate in this band because I actually liked them to some degree, and I want to go hear more of what they've done. So I just got into this band recently called Midwinter. They're a newer band, and they sound a lot like a lesser version of Midwinter. Midwinter is a much heavier version of them. I'm gonna be bringing the first album on the show eventually, but fucking Midwinter is a really good band, and but they're kind of like these guys. They sing like heavy lyrics, and then like they get to the chorus, and it's like all soft and like like fucking choir boys singing. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I know they just mix it up.
I'm assuming this band is very diverse in their other stuff because as I was listening to it, when I finally hit my breaking point, one of the things it said, if you like this band, listen to these bands. And one of the bands listed was Lords of Acid. And I love Lords of Acid and was like, I don't hear any Lords of Acid in here, but maybe their other stuff has it. And, you know, you never go wrong with Lords of Acid because it's Lords of Acid.
That was me and my cousin the night of the ICP concert. But yeah. Well, I guess, folks, it's time to dive into DJ's album, and I'm dying to talk about this one.
Yeah, so I didn't have a good pick, really, honestly, to kind of match anything. So I just went through my list of new music that I've received promos for. And this band has a new record, but it's only like 4 newer songs and then 4 live songs. So I didn't bring that one. I brought the one they did right before it. So it's Nekrogoblikon, who are, you know, they're kind of I don't know how to describe them, thrash, black metal. One of the few gimmick bands that I actually like. I love the fact that John Goblin has his own podcast, and he's fucking hilarious. You know, he interviews everyone from the other bands to. He had Bobby Lee on an episode and ended up getting into a food fight with Bobby Lee. He kept fucking with Bobby Lee about calling Bobby Lee Hawaiian and Bobby Lee is Chinese or something, and Bobby was getting pissed, and he he was trying to serve him food and shit, and he made like a bunch of ethnic dishes, and Bobby got pissed about it, started throwing egg rolls at him, and it's fucking hilarious. But anyways, it's Nekrogoblikon. It's called The Fundamentals of Slimes and Humor. And if you've never seen this band,
This is my time, not your time. Yes, this is my time. You've had enough of me and I've had enough of you. The least that you could do is not pretend that you know what I'm going through.
Goblin wears the whole goblin outfit, and the videos are fucking hilarious. Lots of blood and guts and gore and other shit. So, yeah, you know, if you're into the whole gimmick thing, these guys will be good for a laugh.
Which I'll get into that in a minute because this motherfucker right here. But let me tell you. But what did you think of Nekrogoblikon? I'm dying to hear it here, Alyx.
Oh, I actually really liked a lot of their songs. You want my top 5?
No, just a review,
Okay.
kind of.
Yeah, yeah, I liked most of it actually. You know, I'm a heavy girl. There was some where it was like, okay, well, I kind of got like bored or lost with the intros because the intros are so long in some of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, there was 2 songs on there that like really blew me away.
All right, well, some outstanding praise there. And yeah, see, DJ knows I love a good fucking gimmick band. It's kind of my thing.
No.
Whether it be dwarves, warriors from different aspects of warrior history, or even you know, dirty squirrels, or I mean, take your pick. Or clowns or monsters from space. I love my fucking gimmicks. They make a band to me sometimes. War is one of the greatest things ever on this earth. Shut up, CJ. But War is one of the greatest things ever on this earth. So only topped by Lordy, but still, it is what it is. So I always heard of CJ talk about this band Nekrogoblikon, and I never checked them out because I haven't had time. God damn it, they're on my list now. Check out because fucking A, they're freaking incredible. And yes, watching the video made me love them so much more too. The fucking
John
videos
is
are so.
John is so over the top with the shit he does, man. Like he's just, you know, it's an actual comedian who plays the character, and he never sang before, but the second singer quit, so he started actually performing the parts that the second singer used to do. So now he's like part of, instead of just being like the spokesperson for him, he actually tours full time with them and all of that now. And you know, you got to respect the time and effort it takes to get into full makeup. That, you know, that what he does, it's not like just putting a mask on. Like it's full with the hands and the fingers and the, you know, I mean, it's probably 3 or 4 hours worth of.
The ears are now fucking alone, Jesus. But it's yeah. I mean, it blew me away. I need to know everything about this band now. Like and it's funny as fuck because when I first heard about this band, and I'm like, the troll has to sing the harsh lyrics. Nope, I'm wrong. Okay, great. The troll sings the soft chorus. I'm like, fucking Christ. I was so wrong about this band. I don't even know where to start. But I fucking was impressed as shit by this band. They blew me away. I was just like, all right, I can dig the fuck out of this. And it reminds me of a lot of newer bands that had like that soft chorus and that heavy ass fucking verses. So I dug the fuck out of it. I'll get more to it in my top 5, but I mean they symphonic metal, they hit on black metal, they hit on like every fucking metal genre in this one album. So it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal, and I was like, God damn it, CJ did it again. Fucking Christ. I have more fucking artists on my fucking list to listen to because of this asshole. Like, it's never gonna end. I'm listening to artists now from a bracket back like fucking 2 years ago. So this is never gonna fucking end.
Oh, wait till you hear the band I was telling you about the other day, bro. They came across my TikTok. They're fucking holy shit. They're from Australia. They're like the best elements of the 3 bands.
The Wiggles?
No. They're called Carmuria. But it's literally like if Lords of the Lost, Nightwish, and fucking Kissing Dynamite went into a studio together and wrote a record together, that's literally what they sound like.
Just saying, that's my dream. If those 3 bands were joined together, but 100%. But TJ, what are your top 5 songs of this album?
I had 4. I had This Is It. Supernovas is number 3. Going to Die is number 2. But my favorite, just because it's got that silly ass la 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 type of thing, is A Lesson in Hate. It's got that sing-songy sort of, musical line.
That song's not on my list, so I'll say this now. That reminded me of Lord of the Lost a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But but it's just got that, I don't know, it's sort of got that evil fairy tale type of
which I love.
Vibe to it.
I fucking love that. I mean, don't get me wrong. And it almost makes me think of Lord of the Lost, like no respect for disrespect, like song. Like it kind of reminded me of that a little bit. But what were your?
It's the one song they didn't do a video for this record that I wish they would have.
Didn't they?
I don't think they did. Because for this one they did. This Is It. That was the one where he was the film director in the bowling alley.
No, they also did. Right Now.
Okay.
Right now.
Yeah, that's the theme for his podcast.
Well, yeah, right now is that video is fucking hilarious. But I'll get to that in a minute. Alyx, got any top songs for this one?
Yeah, so starting off with number 5, I put Right Now. And from my notes, I just wrote down that the song was me. And A Lesson in Hate goes in number 4. I love the messaging in the songs. And then for number 3, I put down Bones. Again, I think it was beautiful messaging. I love the beats in all of them, so I don't even have to mention that. Number 2 was Yen. I absolutely adored that one. I think I repeated that one a couple of times. And then Going to Die was number 1. That one blew me away.
So I actually had 2 honorable mentions for this album. So fuck you, CJ. Which I mentioned my own album too. So don't worry, it didn't get the most of the whole show. But my first honorable mention is Right Now, which I didn't like Right Now when I heard it the first time, and then I watched the video for it, and that's when I fucking fell in love with it. Because the video starts off with fucking the Goblin sitting at his desk, like interviewing these people. He's like, "Oh, who we got for a band tonight?" He's like, "Nekrogoblikon." He's like, "I got Disturbed hitting me up every fucking day to be in the show. We put with the band that's just fucking here every day." And like, it had me dying laughing. He like name dropped Disturbed. So, and the video sold me because
they do such amazing videos.
It fucking looks like Weird Al is singing for this band.
Yeah,
that's
why I like A Lesson in Hate, because it kind of has that almost Weird Al, that like accordion, that little sing song.
It did, and I mean, it looks like Weird Al cut off all his hair and sings with his band. So that's literally what it looks like. But
the singer does. He actually does look like Weird Al's son.
So, I mean, but my number six, my other honorable mention was Fancy Wind. That was a fun song. I like the Renaissance like music to it. Like I'm down for that always. My number 5 though was No Such Thing as a Key, because what a way to end the album. And that song had you like fucking tripping. Like what the fuck are they talking about? Like it's no such thing as a key. Of course there's a thing as a key. Like what the fuck? But like I kept going over the fucking title of the song in my head like 1,000 times. Like what are they trying to say? My number 4 was Going to Die. That was a fun fucking song. I enjoyed the shit out of that lyric especially. Number 3 was Bones. That was a really heavy fucking fun song. Number 2 was Golden Future. That was the first song on the album that really blew me the fuck away, was Golden Future. I mean, it's just, this album is so whimsical yet so heavy. Like I'm still sitting here shaking my head like, what the fuck did I hear?
Yeah.
And it's funny because I asked my I sent the video for I think it was Right Now to my coworker, and he's like, dude, I've been dying to see this band live for so long, but they never come to fucking East Coast. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm like, I fucking realize that now. But my number 1 was This Is It. That is the best song on the album. That's an amazing fucking song. I can't wait to check out more of this band. I really can't. I've heard about them for so long, but they're fucking just so good. I never would have thought they would be. Like I hesitated because I'm like, this is a gimmick. I'm like, this is not. I mean, I love gimmick bands, but like this is a real gimmick band. Like I'm like it's like that fucking Transformers band I won't listen to. I don't know if CJ knows who they are even, but they performed to The Gathering a couple times. Like, and I seen like them in like commercials for The Gathering. They dress up like Transformers and they fucking sound like shit. But
yeah, I just saw these guys live. They were there's a Japanese band called Hanabi, and they do like J-pop mixed with metalcore. And Nekrogoblikon was the opening act. I didn't know when I went to see Hanabi that they were actually opening. So it was like a surprise, but they were really good. And, you know, the lead singer is funny because he looks like an investment banker, you know, he's so out of like all the rest of them. You have John Goblin in his outfit, and then the other 4 guys have super long hair. And then Justin is like, you know, looks like Weird Al if he cut his hair. Like he looks like an investment
he really
banker.
does.
Insurance guy, you know, like he's so clean cut. And all the other guys are like tattoos and long hair, look like they're in a metal band, you know, and John just comes along, or, you know, Justin just comes along and he's like he got lost at a fucking Star Wars convention or some shit. Like
he honestly looks like he is like one of their girlfriend's like gay friend that just happened to be there that day.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like he's just, you know, like he's so out of look wise, he's so different than the rest of the band that I'm shocked that John hasn't made it part of like a comedy skit or something with the band that you know, he looks so different, but
I'd be surprised if he doesn't eventually. But well, folks, I guess it's time to hit that final and third album of the night. The album I decided to bring. Oh, see, when I knew Alyx was coming on, I was like, fuck, she's a juggalo. I got so many fucking options right now. It could be insane. I mean, and if I'm not mistaken, when I was on your show, you mentioned something about being native. So yeah. My first thought immediately was like, I gotta bring an Anybody Killer album. and then I immediately was like, I got better choices than that. Sorry, ABK, but I do. And I'm like, I got so many better. I just went through like the full discography of 3 rappers I fucking have been checking out for a while since I found them in other rappers' albums. So I'm like, fuck. I'm like, all right. I'm like, do I want to bring some Triz? Because that's Juggalo Jason too. I'm like, I love me some Triz. But I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling that right now. And then I almost went to Snack the Ripper because that was the last rap artist that actually went through the discography of it. I'm like, I love Snack. I could have brought some Snack and Fat Attack. But I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, let's bring. I was going through Black Pegasus albums, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, looking at the ones I liked, and like, which album did I like the most songs off of? And I'm like, this album, fucking Black Pegasus, Banana Spitz, which.
Now tickle my dick with the tip of your lips. I'm like, shit, I need a big titty hoe with more whips and chains in a rap video. Give me your pussy, give me your money. I'm no rookie. I ain't no dummy. If you run from me, don't even talk to me. You don't wanna get roasted like coffee beans. Bitch, get off me. I'm back on my grind, ain't no stopping me. When I tap from behind, only nines and dimes. I see the hottest girls, so beat me up, Scotty, cause they out of this world. Damn.
If you're just listening to this episode, go look at the freaking picture of the episode, and you'll see his album cover, and yeah, you're gonna be like, oh, that's Jeremy. That's Jeremy. Yeah, I mean, I could have brought a lot of Black Pegasus albums. There's one he did. There's a couple he did like right around COVID that were fucking incredible. But I decided to go back a little further to the like beginning of his career and bring Banana Spitz because it's just a fun fucking album with a lot of great guest stars. So that are huge in the Juggalo world. So like I had to bring this album, even though this person.
That's who I seen him open for.
Ooh, hot. But I actually discovered Black Pegasus because he guested on a Quailio album, and I heard his verse, and I'm like, all right, I gotta hear what else this guy has to do.
That makes sense.
Listen, you. We do not diss Quailio on this fucking show, but
you're about 3 months late for that boat, bro.
I still got 2 or 3 albums of theirs I could bring on the show, damn it. But
there you do.
I discovered Black Pegasus. They're not my favorite albums, so I didn't bring them on yet. But I discovered Black Pegasus through them, and I am so happy I did because he actually is like he's an amazing rapper. He really is. He has a great flow. This album is more like his comical side. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to his stuff around like the COVID era, he gets very political, and it's actually very well done. Like I appreciate the fuck out of it. But I wanted to bring his comedy album almost first, just because you need a soft entry with a guy that's just hard, giggity. But so I was like, fuck it. I know. I think Alyx is gonna like it. I'm like, I don't know where CJ's gonna stand on it. I really don't. But I'm like, he's probably gonna hate it like everything else I bring. But I'm like, I'll bring in Black Pegasus because it's a new find of mine, and he's got like 8, 9 more albums at least. So I got a lot of future with this guy. I come on the show. Maybe CJ will have different feelings about a different album. I don't know. He does switch back and forth as he gets older about like different styles he does and shit. But let me ask you first, Alyx, before I get to Grumpa Puss over there. What you think about this album?
Well, when I first heard it, I immediately knew you picked it out.
I literally got a message like, "Did you pick Black Pegasus?"
Yeah. And it was like, there was some songs that did remind me of ICP, and I liked, but there was a couple that I was just not messing with. I will admit that, but yeah, I gotta say I definitely had a top 5. I liked it.
That's some baby making music right there.
Yeah.
But all right, CJ, let's hear your spiel.
I didn't have high hopes for this one as soon as I seen it had Axe Murder Boys on it.
One track, one fucking track, and how
that's enough. That's more than enough.
A and B are
but I will say I made it 6 songs into the other record. I made it about 3 into this one and was like, yeah, that's a hard pass. This was not. And mentioning a Quailio makes sense, as I didn't like that one either. Yeah, I got no opinion on this one. I didn't listen to enough of it to. What I heard was more than enough, but I hope I never hear it again. And no idea who he is. I would take your word on whatever you have to say about him.
You will hear him again, because I think you would dig it. His more mature stuff, like 20 years later, I think you dig. But it's about the message, and with rap and the fucking COVID shit was fucking fire. That's what. Really
sometimes it's about actual rapping talent, and he doesn't have any. So
this album came out like in 2005. He was still a young blood trying. This is like his 3rd album. He was trying to make his way up in the fucking game. Like, so he this is one of those albums where he's promoting the next album on this fucked album. Like this was kind of he actually released like 2 albums the same year that year. So this literally was just like I'm gonna release these funny tracks to get people to get attention and get my new album out there, which is other album they had. What the fuck's it called? Something Knuckles. Oh yeah, Brass Knuckles. Brass Knuckles is actually a good fucking album. I enjoyed the fuck out of that album. But this album, I had 2 honorable mentions for it because it's a good album. You gotta get past the first couple songs. The first couple songs I don't really fuck with, but once you get the end of this album is same as Alyx's album is fucking incredible.
Mm-hmm.
My first honorable mention was No Steering Wheel because it kind of reminds me of like old school KMK in the chorus,
Yep.
like flying high or some shit. And I think like Pegasus' verse on it is fucking incredible. I mean, it has a bunch of guests in it, but that his actual verse in that song is so good. And my number 6 is Nectacular, because how do you not like a good head song? Come on now. I fucking enjoy that shit. That reminded me a little bit of like early 3-6 Mafia. But my number 5 was Push a Man, because if you actually listen to the song, it reminds me of like a kind of a wannabe NWA, which I don't hate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate that feeling. And it almost is like Dope Man reminiscent. So I enjoyed it. It's a fucking good like I'm a drug dealer song. Who doesn't enjoy those? My number 4 was SEX, obviously, for obvious reasons. But the fucking lyrics in that shit, there's a bounty on your pussy and I'm Boba Fett. Like that. Like this, it's simplistic fucking lyrics, but they make you laugh your ass off when you hear them. And the way he delivers them is fucking phenomenal. So, I mean, I could definitely see why you hear ICP in that one. I 100% could. But my number 3 was Spite. Speaking of A and B, because I think Otis / Young Wicked's verse in that is fucking phenomenal. Like A and B, I love A and B. I haven't brought them on the show yet, so I haven't really had a chance to talk about them even. I love A and B. They're fucking amazing rap group, in my opinion. The 2 of them are fucking phenomenal. There's some dispute over how they got their contract with Psychopathic, because I met someone in Worcester who swears that they were at that contest at the gathering and they got their fucking ticket box stolen by A and B, so A and B would win. I don't know if I believe him because it was that bar in Worcester, so who the fuck knows? But Fight is a damn good song, and it's A and B. Anything A and B's on, I'm fucking in love. And my number 2 was Beam Me Up. I mean, I'm a paranormal podcaster, so any song about aliens in space, fuck yes. 1. And 2, Beam Me Up is a fucking fun, fucking great song with lyrics that are amazing. I need a big titty hoe with more whips, chains, and a rap video. Like fucking, Like it's simplistic, but the lyrics don't have to be complex. They can be fucking simplistic and fun and still be great. And the beat, like I said, the beat through that whole song is so good. But my number 1 was, and CJ should really listen to this one. If you listen to any song off this album, Down With Us. Because it's got like a Motown Jackson 5 sound to it. They actually steal some Jackson 5 samples off for it. And it's just a fucking great song. I think that's the one where there's like actually like 4 or 5 rappers on this damn album. I mean, on that damn track. And the fucking lyrics in that song, oh my god. My big hands were made for cupping double D's. Like, yeah, I get those lyrics. And I take my woman like my coffee. I put a lot of cream in them. Like fucking, just simplistic juggalo lyrics that make me go like, yes, I do the same thing. I love it. Like fucking, thank you. This is the type of shit I make. This is the type of jokes I make. So thank you. You're on the same level as me, and I ain't no fucking master rap writer. So fucking hey, I'll take it. I like that phone shit. What can I say?
Right.
CJ. But what were your top songs off of Alyx? I'm dying to hear this.
So for number 5, I got Red Monkeys. I thought this album in itself, it really gave me like a mix of, in my opinion, like 3 bands. I would say ICP, definitely NWA, and I would also say a little bit of a Bloodhound Gang.
Yes, I got Bloodhound Gang off that shit too. Yeah, okay, that I forgot about them. That makes sense. I fucking heard that shit too.
And then at number 4, I got Push a Man for the same reasons as you. And then number 3, I put Banana Splits. I actually really like that song.
I'm not a huge fan of that one, but it's a decent song. I'm just not a huge fan of it. It's like ICP's "Pull Your Pains to the Side." Like it's just such a simple song. It's horrible. Like I can't get into it. But like I hate. That's like the only song I forgot. Pressures Volume 4. I fucking hate. But
And then for number 2, I put Down With Us. And then for number 1, which to me gave me the most like ICP vibe, was Brass Monkey Knuckles.
yeah, yeah, that's just like a little snippet of a song off his next album. The full song on the next album is fucking phenomenal. But that's the thing is like on this album he had 2 tracks that were just literally snippets of songs from his next album, and he improves on them and makes them so much better for the next album. Like Brass Knuckles is when he really took the fuck off. That's the album that really fucking like made him take off. What the hell? I want to say he's from Ohio,
Colorado.
Yeah, he's in Colorado. He's like one of the most popular rappers in Colorado. I mean, which that's where AMB's from too, so that makes sense because he would know AMB personally, probably almost. But so I mean, he is one of the most like well-known underground rappers in Colorado. He's gotten huge over the last fucking 20 years since this album. He's blown up amazingly. So I fucking was, and it took me like fucking weeks to get through his discography. He has a lot of fucking albums out, so I respect his hustle. I really do. And none of them are bad. None of his whole albums are just horrible. They all have.
No offense, but saying you're the most popular rapper in Colorado, kind of like saying you're the most popular black guy at a Klan rally. I mean, it's not like there's a lot of rappers from California or from Colorado, bro. So it's not really a flex, like, you know.
I feel like in this day and age, there's hundreds of rappers from every state just because there's so many of them out there now. But it's not like it used to be. But fuck, I know like 6 rappers from Massachusetts that no one ever heard of. I know like 10 rappers from New Hampshire no one ever heard of. Like, like hang out in the juggalo world, you hear a lot of opening acts that you never heard of that are from local states. So, but CJ, I'm assuming you get no tops for this one either.
No,
He said we killed him. We killed him.
We definitely killed him.
We'll do better next time.
Fuck that! I bring what I bring. But CJ's calling to himself is aging out of horrorcore. He thinks because it doesn't do the same thing for him it used to. Which
I like some, but I don't know. Like some of it is just cheesy sounding. Like I like good horrorcore.
I mean, I get that. I get that. There's horrorcore. I'm kind of aging out of it too a little bit because there's some shit I used to love. Like, who the fuck is a good example of that? I just thought about it the other day. Like Lord Infamous's solo albums, I used to fucking worship like they were the greatest thing on earth.
Have you ever heard of Fractured Fairy Tales?
I've heard of them. I never listened to them.
You gotta listen to them though, and let me know what you think. That's my guy. My cousin's band.
Well, bring them on next time for fuck's sake. Bring an album, but if they have one. But
it's old. They're not even together anymore.
I was gonna say, like, I've heard the name. I know they exist. I just never actually had a chance to really go check them out or find them. But shit, folks. Don't worry. Next week, we have another rap show coming up for you, but it's actually some amazing rap, so that rappers are known. Unlike Black Pegasus. So, which he's getting known now. He has a name now. I mean, I've only heard him on Aquario shit, but I gotta go back and check out his guesting list and see what else he's done because he's been on other bigger rappers shit now, but he's getting up there. I think he doesn't want to be anything other than underground. Which I respect the fuck out.
Yeah.
I hate.
Don't get sold out.
I hate mainstream, so fucking. I ain't never gonna listen to. I had to listen to enough Kanye for this fucking show. I ain't gonna listen to any voluntarily. But, folks, we brought you 3 albums as always, and We tried to do well. We may disappoint CJ, but will we disappoint you? That's the real question. We'll find out when I see the listens. But, Alyx, where can they find you and your haunt dolls and all your juggalette beautiness?
Yes, you can find me at Haunting Travels on YouTube and all social media.
Yes, we have about 6 or 7 collabs now, I'm pretty sure, on YouTube. But, DJ, where can they find you?
I'm everywhere. I'm on all the social media sites, Facebook, TikTok, all of that. God damn it. I am on all the streaming services now. You can look up CJ playing Neon Exodus, a full-length record, which is a synthwave metal record, if you're into the cell driller type sound. There's 2 singles that are reggae singles that are in Tagalog. There's the Gen X anthem. And coming soon will be the single off the next record. It's called #FuckYou. It's a ska punk record. So that'll be, we're shooting for June 30th for that one. But depending on if Stevie can get it produced correctly before then. Because I'm having it professionally produced, so.
Nice.
Yeah. That's where you can find me.
And everybody, you can find both your musers on Facebook as Squatchy Largefoot, on X and the Gram as that Juggalo Bastard. And of course, the best place is YouTube, where you could find all 300 plus episodes of Maniacal Music Musings. The best place for everything. Go check it out there and come back and see us next time. How are you dancing the Macarena, boy? What the fuck is wrong with you? Is that the 90s?
I still do that. I was doing that the other day.
6-7 your ass out of here. We out this bitch.
Ben Stein's money. Hey, yeah, how you doing, baby? How you doing tonight? Can I get you a drink or something? Oh, come on, don't be like that. For real? Come on, don't front on me like that, girl. Oh, come on now. Girl! You're telling me more lies than President Bush, but I like shaved bush and a delicate tush. An elegant push, the way she moved to the dance floor. Now pop that puss, what more could you ask for? I'm Black P, no I'm not a man whore. You like my song, don't stand there and act bored. I'm back more and I'm back off tour, so don't press fast forward. That's my track record. You hear the beat bang? That's that ass for sure. Make you stop and go like you passed the store. Through this trap door, I'ma pass the score and give you motherfuckers just what you asking for. Like yo, what's up? Yeah, baby, pop your hips just like an old lady. No, I'm not the one that's so crazy. You're the one who shops at Old Navy. Come on, girl, what's up with that? You wearing cargo jeans, your butt is fat. If you're bent over, I'd be loving that. But is that your thong or plumber's crack? Whoa, so get down with us, get around with us. Black P and Trig, we some wild niggas. We the loud spitters, we the crowd hitters. So come on, baby, and get down with us. So get down with us, get around with us. Black P and Trig, we some wild niggas. We the loud spitters, we the crowd hitters. So come on, baby, and get down with us.
Hit the road, stole the show. In fact, roll with more fire spitters than a circus act. No scale can measure the span on my breath. Black P, check out the span of her breast. I know cups like my ABCs. My big hands were made for cupping double D's. Girl, please, just let us see them. I take my coffee like my women. I put a lot of cream in them. Got a semen sipping, now she's tripping. She like Trigger Main, I wanna be with them. Sit up on my lap, asked her what was cracking. Happened to be a back after I started smashing. Now just imagine once she heard I rap, she became curious, so I killed the cat. Filled the gap, don't wanna feel the clap, so you better stay strapped with a plastic hat. Cause if a chick wanna crush me, trust me, she only get ahead if she wanna succeed. I mean, if she down to give head pop, then we'll get around like the late Tupac. Yeah,
so get down with us, get around with us. Black P and Trig, we some wild niggas. We the loud loud spitters, we the crowd getters. So come on, baby, and get down with us. So get down with us, get around with us. Black P and Trick, we some wild niggas. We the loud spitters, we the crowd getters. So come on, baby, and get down with us.
I call them birds cause these hoes is fly. You holding bread, they bob their head no matter who the guy. So take a try at these American pies, but get shot down if you turkeys a jive.
I like your earrings, girl, but I really don't know. They say the bigger the hoop, then the bigger the hoe. So if I give you this dough, would you strip to the flow, or would you hit me with a fist, then sprint to the dough? So get down with us, get around with us. Black P and Trig, we some wild niggas. We the loud spitters, we the crowd getters. So come on, baby, and get down with us. So get down with us, get around with us. Black P and Trig, we some wild niggas. We the loud spitters, we the crowd getters. So come on, baby, and get down with us.